What's up, everybody? What's going
I
on? How
love
y'all
that.
doing? You like
We are
it?
professional and stuff.
Woo-hoo-hoo. I'm all professional. That's what I'm trying to be.
Yes.
I'm trying to be like all of y'all. I'm trying to be like y'all. Getting your stuff together and having stuff organized
Girl,
and all that good stuff. What's up,
I'm
everybody?
trying.
Welcome to MTG After Dark. This is your boy Q, and I have the beautiful After Dark Princess Queen, Miss Anna Mae, aka Arbor, is with me tonight. What's up, Miss Arbor?
Hello, hello. How's it going?
I mean, everything is going freaking fine. How you doing?
I'm doing. I'm
You
doing. I'm doing.
doing?
Hey, Alicia.
What's up, sis? What's going down? Okay, so if
I
you
like your
wondering what
change of
I'm doing,
scenery.
I'm just making everything where everybody can see it. And so, we're going to keep it moving just like that. Listen, everybody, of course, you know what to do. Make sure that you share this broadcast, make sure that you like it and all that good stuff. And also, do me a favor, make sure that you follow us because that's the most important thing is
That's right.
following us. So before we get started with this show, this crazy ass show that we have in store for you on tonight, we got a couple of announcements, but I'm gonna let Miss Arbor go first because she has an announcement. And
Oh, see, the setup was real.
huh?
I said the setup was real. I was trying to share this link, and I was working over here, and you trying to put me on blast.
Oh, well, I tell you what. Well, you go ahead and get yourself done then, and I tell you what, I'll go ahead and I will start with the announcements, and then I'll let you make yours right after me. Is that okay?
Absolutely.
Okay, so what's going to happen is first and foremost, everybody, of course, you already know the drill. According to our little promo introduction and whatever case it is, please catch Mash Gas every week, Monday nights, Monday Night Madness with Miss Shimmy 2.0, our funny bone. Of course, my boy Hendrix is on Wednesday nights with Happy Hour.
Been drinking much?
Oh, not yet. I'm about to. Let me see.
Speaking of
Thursdays,
fine
every
wine.
other Thursday is MTG After Dark with myself and Miss Arbor. I'm trying to get it right. And of course, every Friday night at around 7:30 p.m. ish, you catch myself, MTG crew, with myself, Hendrix, Miss Shimmy, and Mo Swag. We call Mo Swag the auntie of the bunch because she thinks she runs shit and she doesn't, and all that good stuff. And listen, make sure that you catch us because we're gonna be adding something else to the lineup. Now it's not a mash the gas thing that we're adding to the lineup, but I believe you'll be seeing a few familiar faces. So I'm gonna let Miss Arbor tell you guys about that while I continue sharing this video. Go ahead, Miss Arbor, take it away.
Well, thank you, Q. I feel like Vanna right now. I'm like, I need to turn a letter. So,
Right.
everybody, be prepared Sunday evening, right after you've been ratchet all Saturday and spiritual all Sunday. We gonna mash it up.
Mash it up.
See, you saw how I did that? Mash the gas and mash. Yes, we coming together.
Yes.
So we are gonna be spiritually ratchet on Sunday night at 9 p.m.
Yes.
Tune in. Go and find Spiritually Ratchet on Instagram, Facebook, Periscope, YouTube, Spotify, anything you can think of. Just look up Be Spiritually Ratchet or Spiritually Ratchet, and we're gonna do the dang thing. And I kind of want to tell the topic, but I kind of don't.
Don't spoil it. Don't
I
spoil
don't.
it. Don't
But
spoil it.
if you go and look at some of the advertisements, you might catch what's going to be happening. So if you find the page, let me know that you found it and what we're talking about because it's on there. Hey,
Absolutely.
Candy.
Miss Candy J.
You have
Price.
no idea how much I cannot wait for Candy and me to be on Spiritually Ratchet.
Oh
Can
my
you imagine
God.
how that's going to go?
Yes. Yes.
Isn't it going to be beautiful?
It is. Candy, listen, you know what? I was going to tell you, I was going to send you a message. I was going to text you earlier today, and I was going to tell you, girl, get that thing off of StreamYard. But you say you need to learn how to work it. Arbor has taught me a few things, and so listen, we can help you get through it. We're gonna
I
help
got
you get
you.
through it. You know,
I'll give
because
you a call tomorrow. Um,
absolutely, we
and
love
by the way,
StreamYard.
Candy was on earlier this evening talking about the JJs and how they're self-cleaning. So if any of you hoochies are out here and you didn't realize that it was supposed to clean itself and you've been adding stuff to it, go talk to Candy. She'll have a class or some coaching for you to help you get that right. And we're gonna pray for you.
Do people need coaching to keep their stuff clean like that?
Apparently they do.
Huh. Well, sometimes, like you have to educate the saints. Sometimes, they think blessed all is gonna clean it. Sometimes they think
You
massive
know what?
is gonna clean it. But
Mastingale's not gonna do it, but holy water will. Add a little bit of water to it. Rinse it out. It'll be all right.
I have
That's
none.
all you need.
I have no signs or anything. But if I had a sign, I would say gross. That's what I would. What I would put.
That's all you need. You don't need to be putting all that extra stuff up in there. Water and a very, very mild soap. You
and
know,
and, and a very
and
mild.
that doesn't need to go up. That just needs to be the.
So, Miss Arbor, as customary, to the show, what are you drinking?
So this evening I have a lovely concoction of. I'm gonna turn it around because these people ain't paying me. Show their cup.
Hmm.
I've got passion fruit truly,
Okay.
coconut rum, and a
Hmm.
splash of Sprite.
Well, that sounds good. That
And
sounds really good.
this
Passion
is
fruit
my
and coconut. That sounds
second
real good.
cup.
That sounds real good. Well, you already know what I do. I don't have the MTG cup today, but don't this look like tea? This is one of my mama's teacups, and
Lord.
it's full of a friend of mine's who I've been knowing a long time, who's way older than me, by the name of Jack Daniels. And Jack
I
has been
like
a part of
Jim. I like Jack.
my.
I like Johnny. I like Jose. I just like them boys. That's as close as you're gonna get me to sounding like a Cowboy fan.
Well, Serena Williams won today. Woohoo!
I just watched to see her move, but
Um,
okay. I don't know who won. That was nice. Good
she
job.
won today. She's now on to round three, which she will be playing Sloane Stevens, which is a fellow American. She's also a fellow Black American. Sloane Stevens won the U.S. Open in 2017. And it is really, really cool to see her and Serena go at it again. Their record is 5-1. And of course, if y'all don't know by now, tennis is my football. So I don't.
Apparently, I'm like you spitting out stats, and I'm like, I don't know what I ate for lunch yesterday, but okay,
I love tennis. I've always
I
loved
can
tennis.
tell.
Always, always.
You gonna
Hush,
teach me how to play?
hush, Candy, hush.
She says she don't like none of them.
Well, football and stuff like that, is cool. But I just don't watch a lot of football. Now, the Cowboys, I wouldn't say that the Cowboys are my team. I am a Dallas Maverick fan. Absolutely love the Mavs. Um, are they even still in the playoffs? I mean, due to the pandemic, I really hadn't kept up this year,
I have no idea.
but I have no clue. So y'all
I
let me.
know with my Facebook feed
Hmm.
that apparently they did really good at some point, like in
Yeah.
the last couple of weeks.
Okay.
That's
Okay.
as far as I got. I don't know. I don't keep up with stuff like that.
Well, everybody, take a listen real quick. We got a great show for you on tonight, like for real, for real. But let's see what we gonna get started with. Oh, hey YouTube, forgot about YouTube. What's up? Make sure you hit that subscribe button right now. Go ahead and do it. Make sure you hit that subscribe button. And listen, everybody. Of course, you see scrolling down across the bottom that we ask you to go ahead and send us a couple of dollars, one, two, three, four, or $5. Your donations are definitely appreciated. I'm gonna add Arbor's Cash App as well, starting the next time we jump on for Spiritually Ratchet. Because listen, your funding definitely helps us create better shows for you. Not that we're broke or anything, but listen, hey, donations do help. And listen, I am so excited because we want to definitely make sure that we can get some things done. Arbor, drop your cash app in the comments. and we'd be more than happy to make sure that we could get everybody supported. So let's go ahead and start with the conversation with King Shit. You want to start with King Shit?
Go ahead. Go ahead. Go ahead.
So King Shit, everybody, I want y'all to pay attention. There's a video that I'm going to play for you, okay? This video is what a young man called King Shit. But ladies, I want to know, will you do this for your man? So I want to swap over real quick. Let me go ahead. Let me change the banner real quick. So the Saints won't think I'm acting funny. Let me go ahead and put After Dark back up, and let's go ahead and I hope that this is going to do what I needed to do. Let's see here. Oh God, I hope he pulls it
These
up.
new toys.
Hmm.
I said playing with all these new toys.
This is a great toy. Candy's gonna be like, oh, I hate him.
It's so much
It
fun.
is fun. It is fun. But everybody, take a look at this video real quick and let me know what you think about it. And here goes the video again. It's called King Shit, and let's go. Daddy.
Look, Candy's already commenting.
Hmm.
Right.
Hmm. Oh, interesting.
It's gotta be Candy because there's no other way in hell. I mean, legit, if it is a dynamic, this is perfectly acceptable. However,
Okay.
it re-
Do I need to play it one more time, or are we good? Does
we're
it
good.
need to see it again? Okay, so I guess we're good.
Where else do you get this on TV?
Okay, so the thing is that the scenario is she brought him his plate. All right, she brought the plate to him. She had on her nice little shorts or whatever. She had brought his plate to him, got the plate to him, and said, here you go, daddy. Gave him a beer. All right. Then she kneeled while he ate, and he sat back, put his feet in her lap, took his shoes off, and started rubbing his feet. King shit. So let's talk about that, Arbor. So real quick, King shit. First of all, ladies, I see some shit real quick. Candy tell me that's some bullshit right there. So I'm trying to think. First of all, do you has anybody ever done something like this or something of this nature with their guy? And if so, was it a treat? Is this what you do? Is this how you submit to him? Let's talk about it. Arbor, so I know you looked at the video and was like, what the fuck is this? Uh-oh, I almost not gonna drink over. So what do you think about this?
So, like Candy and I were kind of going back and forth during the video. She asked if it was sub dom. Now that's a BDSM dynamic, one of the many fractions where this would be acceptable. It's where they both have an agreement on certain acts. Um, it it really just depends on their dynamic. With submission, you negotiate what your rules are. So if she didn't want to kneel, they could have agreed that she didn't kneel. But it just really depends. Now, if this is just I'm the man of this house, I want to beat my chest and act like I'm big and bad, and I make my woman do this, he can kiss every inch of my black ass, because that ain't gonna happen.
Okay, so he said, I will cater to you, but that is too much.
That
So is that too much, Arbor?
is too much for me.
Hmm.
Everybody's different. I have learned in my almost 40 years that some people like that. There are people who like the slave dynamic, the house. I don't. It's insane. I can't quite wrap my head around it because it's not something I would do. But that there are other reasons to kneel. That is not one of them for me.
So let me ask you a question. Okay, because I got to swap it up. So what's the difference, I guess, with her kneeling, but a lot of people get on their knees to do other things. So what if
That's
that was leading up into that? Would that still be acceptable?
that's not foreplay.
Well, okay, but what if it is maybe a sort of kind of like mental foreplay, like preparing?
Again, that's if they have that sub dom dynamic and that turns her on. More power to them. You got the wrong one if you ask me.
Hmm.
That won't be me. Now I'm gonna cook for you. I will make your plate. I'll bring it to you. I'll hand you your beer. I'm good with all of that. But guess what? You will do the same thing for me, either the next meal or the next day or whatever. We have that exchange. You might even wait before you take a bite so that I can sit down and we pray together. But that shit right there not gonna happen. And let me just be clear. Never, ever, 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 ever. And like I'm be down there with his nasty ass feet, taking his funky ass shoes off, trying. Did it almost come out your nose?
Nah, not that time.
Right. Candy said if that's their foreplay, to each their own, baby.
Well,
Mm.
let me say this. Okay. Shit. I have been in situations
Have
where
you nailed?
where
You were trying to get it out of me. I'm getting it out of you. We're
well,
gonna agree that there are circumstances where we were on our knees. We might have just been praying, but we have been on our knees for something. I was, picking up something off the floor. That was it.
so you wasn't okay, so praying, not PRAYING, not PREYING. Is that what we talking about? I mean, now let me be honest with you. Okay, like I said, I've been in circumstances before. Nothing like this before. Nobody's ever kneeled on their knees for me or nothing like that, other than the obvious. My niece is in my company, so I'm being very PG-13 on tonight.
You
But
should have told me that a long time ago. Okay, appreciate
but
you.
but the thing is that like when you're in a circumstance like that, if somebody did me like that, I'm gonna be like, I need you to get your ass up, because I'm not, because that's gonna scare me. Because let me tell you, don't now you can take me out my comfort zone a little bit, but you start feeding me like that and want me to put my feet in your lap and stuff like that. And I'm trying to think you trying to figure out you got a life insurance policy on me or something.
I just vomited a little bit. The idea of food and then you put your feet in me. Oh, Jesus.
But I know you have a thing with feet. You just like it is like a no-go, And don't get me wrong, I've had my feet rubbed and stuff like that, but that shit tickle. And so I can't eat my food and get tickled at the same time. I'm gonna choke halfway to death, and my mama gonna be mad at you because you done killed me rubbing my feet at the damn table. I'm just saying, but I don't know. That's one of those things where, like Candy said, that type of foreplay may be something of a thing, but I've been noticing a
I'm
lot.
not here for it.
I've been noticing a lot that there are a lot of people who fall into these categories of what they find as affection or find as something to be open with. And so I just want to know. I really wish I knew who they was because I want to know, like for real, was like how did he get her to do that, or was this her idea? I have questions. I got questions.
If they're in that kind of, I would like to know what kind of dynamic they have. I want to know if it's a genuine S&M or SD relationship. Because if so, that was just a negotiation that was talked about.
Right.
There's different levels. I have plenty of things that I've negotiated that would not be one of them. But yeah, that that would be considered normal. That wouldn't be out of the norm in that scenario. However, we are also in a culture where we like to do stuff to get attention, where people are needing to feel validated and powerful because, especially right now, there's so much going on where they feel helpless
Yeah. Right.
and they could be trying to assert dominance where they can.
You know
It's
what?
just not my cup of tea.
You know what would be real messed up is like if you decided to be that kind of thing or whatever, and somebody say it's king shit and you ain't shit. That would be like really really messed up. Like if you like ain't shit for real, and
There was is it like that meme that was going around that dude looked like he was in prison, but he was talking about even if I don't have a house and I'm in her house, I'm still the man of the house. And she gonna do what I say do, and if I tell her to leave, she gonna leave. I was like, there's little boys out here with that mentality for real.
mm-hmm, it sure is. And the thing with that is, it's like I don't understand how people can have that kind of mindset. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to my cousin Good is on. I don't understand how people like have that kind of mindset. Like if you sit back and it's like, okay, well, fuck it. I don't know. Shit. I don't know. Uh-oh. I gotta make sure my mama don't hear me.
You gonna get a whooping.
So Liz.
Till I say, hey, I hadn't seen her in forever.
I know, right? I know, right? Okay, so Arbra, before we get to this next topic of conversation, real quick, I want us to talk about a little bit about relationship substance before we get to this fan letter. Now, Arbor, remember I told you I was going to dart out for a quick second because I need to run outside for a moment.
Go for it.
I'm going to dart out and I'm going to be right back. Okay, guys, Arbor's going to start this conversation and I'll be right back. Hang on just a second.
All right. So, what he's wanting to know is with the way relationships are going today, they're not based on, they don't have a good foundation. There's no substance to it, there's no meat and potatoes in the relationship. And we want to know why. We want to know what's the reason and how to change it. What are some things that you consider substance also? Because what substance for you may not be the same for me. So start leaving comments. That way he can ask questions, I can ask questions, we can have answers, we can go back and forth. But let me know. Let's see who we got on. Right. He's back.
I am back. Okay, so we're talking about relationship substance, right?
Yes.
And real quick, let me. And I heard you a little bit talk about it, but let me ask a question. So, for those of you that's watching us right now, make sure you share this video. Make sure you like it and all that good stuff. We want to get 1,000 views tonight. So get
Yes.
your friends on here right now to watch it. But anyway, what's making these, or some people, let me do it like this. What is causing people not to want substance in their relationship? And when we talk about substance, we talk about communication, right? We talk about not just,
I think there's a whole lot to it.
okay, yes, let's just talk about a few of them tonight for time's sake, because this letter is going to take us
That letter's funny.
out. So what
Let's
what
go with communication. I feel
okay,
like that's an absolute must in a relationship.
right, right. Um,
And we don't communicate anymore.
we don't communicate anymore, and the thing is about us not communicating. What happens is that we lose focus on what's really important. You know, especially in times of arguments, in times of disagreement, misunderstanding. Relationships break up with misunderstanding. They break up because the foundation work people find so hard. And so
It's
the
because everything is done on social media and for Instagram. So you're taking great pictures looking like you love each other, but you spent more time trying to take the picture than you did having a conversation.
right.
And arguments turn into text messages instead of let's sit down and fix this and look at me face to face. And you know, quarantine is not making it any easier either,
It's not.
because everything's got to be somewhat distance. We're not always together. You can't really go out and date like you used to. But it's even before that
Hmm.
a problem.
You know what? Let me tell you. I did allow let my life coach client know that I'll be talking about this just a little bit. So of course, I'm not giving any names or anything like that because it's none of y'all business. But the thing I've never life coached a couple before. Now I have
Ooh, that should be interesting.
counseling with couples. I purposely do not coach couples. Purposely, because of many reasons, many of my own personal reasons. But in this situation, I felt like I could kind of handle it, and it's going good. The issue is that I'm finding with a lot of guys. I'm gonna start with the guys first. And the issue with a lot of guys is that we don't understand that if we're not clean about our past, if we're not coming clean about some of the things that we have done to the person that we are with, what happens is when your significant other finds out about it, even though it may be previous to you, but if it's something that may affect you or affect your life with this other person, then what happens is that your significant other may find out that they don't trust you. And so when you start having this topsy-turvy kind of communication, disclosing what you feel you need to, and then not exactly what you need to, then that's when we start to clash and have issues. No matter how small it is, and that's the thing. You see, Aubrey, you on here. You are a life coach, you're a business coach, you're a future sex coach.
For sexual wellness, thank you.
I stand politically correct. Sexual wellness by Arbor.
Yeah.
So, what do you think about that? Like,
That's a really double-edged sword, because I was just speaking to someone about this like 2 days ago. From the opposite perspective, when a woman tells about her past, because we tend to be very vocal, we communicate a lot. That's who we are. That's how we're built. Our lives thrive around communication.
right,
So we spill the tea. And sometimes we spill so much to where the guy is like, you know what? Oh my God. And then reverse that with what you're dealing with is she wants all the tea so that she can make her decision, on how she wants to live her life, but he's not giving her all the information for her to decide.
Okay, now let me now you did say there was a double-edged sword, so let's flip it. What I come to find, and this is my experience, y'all, so don't y'all crucify me to death. What I find is that sometimes women can't handle a man's truth.
The same is for the man. The same is for the man, because from what was kind of half spoken, again, because men don't communicate very well, what was half spoken was when a man is looking at a woman that he is interested in, that he sees a future with, and then he finds out about all the stuff that happened in the past, his prize looks a little dirty and tarnished, and you have that all of a sudden visual of what you love and you find beautiful, whatever the case may be.
Did you say a bunch of dumb shit?
Yes.
Wait a minute, Arbor. We don't do dumb shit all the time. Just about 65% of the time.
65% of the time, yes. Yeah, Shimmy said men can't handle a woman's flaws. They take it very hard. They don't quite know how to handle looking at what they find currently beautiful and accepting that all of that crap in the past is what made this moment. And that's something that we kind of have to figure out, and that's a part of that communication. Because if you didn't have that experience and you didn't discuss it, now you don't know, and you don't know why I do the things that I do.
Okay. Now that's a good point. That is a very good point, and actually, it has my wheels are spinning. But me personally, because I know that I have a past, I do my best. I promise to God not to judge anybody. But let me tell you what gets me. What gets me is, let me give you an example. I had a situation one time, went to this party, had a date for the party.
Shimmy, I'm gonna pray for you on that one.
I know, Shimmy, baby, that's gonna be some work. But anyway, was at a party. At the party, having a great time, date and I were going good. But then walks in one guy that speaks. Now I don't know anybody at this party. One guy speaks, "Hey, how you doing? Hey, how you doing?" He kept on walking. Maybe 35, 40 minutes later, another guy walks in. "Oh, hey, you, what's up? How you doing?"
You know too many people here already.
So now, just wait a minute, just la 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 la. I'm happy to be in the place. Yay, I'm doing good. I'm on my date. I'm doing good. And then I say, okay, well, how you know them? And she says, oh, we used to talk. Okay, well, no biggie, no issue. But what she did not say was, well, we used to do this, or we used to do that, or we used to, mingle a little bit. I have company in PG-13, y'all. I'm sorry.
They had a few entanglements.
Yes, they had some entanglements. Now, me personally, I don't really care about your entanglement, because if it's something before me, previous to me, I don't care about the thing that you've done. What I do care about is if something of this interaction happens, please give me a heads up, especially if y'all run in the same circles. Because if you
keep running into this person, knowing that they've had that entanglement, knowing that y'all are still communicating, that opens up a bag, and I wouldn't. That's not a situation I would be comfortable with.
And that's a situation I got out of, because don't get me wrong. Now y'all listen. Now I do my best not to call women 304s. Y'all know what that is. Y'all type in the 304 and turn it upside down. You're gonna know exactly what it is. So I do my best not to call women 304. But as my granny would used to say, baby, eggs fry in the skillet on fire. And if you on fire, you're going to cook. I'm just trying to say that. So I do my best. But if you have had a past, that's your past. I just want to be in a situation to be notified of your past because I don't want to be in a position where I find out and I get blindsided by something you done did. Because I don't know if he's a stalker, if he following you. I don't know if y'all, you done had had a miscarriage by this dude. I don't know none of that. And I wouldn't want you to keep that from me.
Now, here's the thing. I do feel like depending on where you are in this talking stage, and this is something that I definitely want to like hash out. We can do it here, we can do it on mine. I don't care, but we need to discuss this, especially with me, you, and Candy.
Okay,
This will be a whole show.
let's
But
do it.
there's stages of relationships, and that's what we don't do. That's why we're missing the substance. I don't feel like you're in the talking phase. That's where I want to know your favorite color and what kind of food you like. And, are you sarcastic like me? Do you like sports? See if there's any common ground and good conversation so that we can go on a date.
Right.
And then, okay, I like you. Let's go on a date. And we start dating. But we're dating as friends. Sometimes people start sexing in there, but whatever. That's where more conversation needs to come in.
Well, what you be saying where you sexing? I want to know.
I didn't say me.
Oh,
I'm saying people could be sexing, having sex while they're dating, but that ain't none of my business. Some people feel like they need to test drive cars before they.
oh, absolutely. You got to test drive a car and put your shoes on before you buy.
What stage should that come in? So we've got the talking. Now we've got the dating. So, okay, we dated for a while. Then we go to exclusive dating. So exclusive dating is now you're not conversating with anybody else. You're not going out with anybody else. It's just you and I. And we have the intention of dating for a relationship. My personal opinion, I feel like this is where those big questions need to come in, where those deep conversations need to come in. Okay, I need to know why your daddy's sister's little girl got her kids taken away. Is it a family tradition? Like, I need to know what kind of soap you use and how often you use that soap. What's your relationship with water and soap? I need to know these things. Do you brush your behind the ears, right? Do you wash behind your ears and in your belly button? Like, I want to know that.
Please.
There's levels to this. You have to ask questions. And I know most guys hate that.
What?
They don't like they don't like the conversation. They don't like all the talking. They don't like all the talking. They don't like all the questions. But these are the questions that when you went to school and didn't have a job, how did you survive? What did you do? Did you do anything strange for some change? But that's where the conversation needs to come in because that's where your foundation and that's where your substance is happening.
Right. Well, I'll tell you what. Let's talk about that. Like I said, we can even talk about them on both platforms. I would love, MTG After Dark. We can talk about the different stages of dating, and we definitely can talk about it on Spiritually Ratchet. We could do it our own way, however we do it. That. Let's talk about it because I think that maybe we can save some of these relationships out here that are doomed. Then listen, I'm one that loves love.
Wow. I'm preaching to them. I'm preaching to myself because
absolutely. Because let me tell you, boo thing pissed me off so bad.
Oh, Jesus. We're going to have a whole woosah moment about this.
Now let's talk about this letter.
Baby.
Okay.
Where the hell do these people come from?
I don't know. Listen, everybody, listen. We're really, really serious. Thank you so much for sending your letters in.
I need everybody to send a letter.
Matt, we got I have about 30 letters that I still have not opened. we can't keep up, and so we're gonna do our best to try to address some of these letters, y'all, during these shows because we can't keep up, and thank you so much for sending them in. But listen, if you have a letter that you want to send, mashgas@gmail.com, mashgas@yahoo.com. Send them because we'll get it. It's privately done. So once you send it in, you have the option to click that it's private. We have to transpose it before we're able to do anything with them. And so make sure you send them in because this letter that I'm about to show y'all, because I'm going to put the letter up. But this letter I'm about to show you guys, we're going to read it live. And I want to know what y'all think about it.
Thank you, Geneva. Hey, Walter.
What's up, Walter? Let me ask. Hang on. What y'all doing? You just came to wake up to do what? Okay, our uncle wants y'all to go out there because I got to read this letter and it got bad language in it. T, go ahead and follow DJ. Y'all come back in just a minute, okay? I love y'all. Okay, see you in a minute.
Uncle Q. He's so sweet.
Okay. Oh, it's fine, baby. Go ahead. Okay. All right. So let me get this letter real quick. Sorry, guys, for the interruption. I'm at mommy's house. And so while I'm at mommy's house, I see my whole family. I love my family. Y'all know I'm a family guy. But we got to make sure that the cheering is in place. Cheering got to be in place. So here we go. It's a letter that was sent in to the crew. Let me see if I can I read it from here? Well, shoot. I don't know if I can, but I'm going to do my best, or I'm going to pop it up on this side and read it. It says, to the MTG crew, I'm Candace, and I follow your show on YouTube. Thank you, Candace, for following us on YouTube. We appreciate it. I ran across it when you had the lady on when she cheated on her husband a couple of months ago. Now, she's talking about Selena that came on the show a couple of years ago, and she talked about having an affair on her husband. But that's a whole nother show. It is on YouTube. But anyway, she says, I admit I'm nervous to send this, but I need some help. My boyfriend of 4 years and I have been talking about being more sexually adventurous. Earlier this year, we joined this Facebook group that catered to couples of free and open sexual pleasures. With the pandemic, he and I agreed to remain safe and not physically indulge with anyone else until it's safe. Well, long story short, I met a guy named Doughboy. Now, what? Doughboy.
What's funny is I know a dude named Doughboy, so I'm like, where you at?
Ooh. I know about 3 or 4 Doughboys. Hey,
Like,
what's
he's
up?
a kid though. He ain't a kid no more, but like he's way younger than me. So I'm like, oh, all right.
Doughboy. But anyway, we chatted for about 2 months, and I ain't gonna lie. I want that dude to break me in and turn my spine jello. Did she say jello?
Hallelujah.
Did she say jello?
She said Jello. She don't want to feel her legs, her pancreas, nothing.
What? Okay, Candace.
Make her
Jello it is, baby.
what is it? A quadriplegic?
I guess so. That's gonna be one of them plegics.
Hey Jennifer.
I told him we couldn't see each other in person. So he said, let's FUCK online. I got company again online. Okay, so she says, so while I'm assuming this is while we're in the middle of our first online session, my boyfriend called us. He wants me to move out because I cheated. But did I really cheat? Please help.
Oh, that's funny.
I know, Walter, sound like a retard. Okay, let's help Candace. Let's help Candace.
Okay, so
You go
Candace,
first. You go first.
Were the rules established on what type of openness you had? Were you only allowed to do it when he was around? Did he have to know about it? Did he have to approve of the person? I got questions.
Me
I got
too.
tons of questions.
Me
I'm
too.
just saying, why did he catch you versus this is something that was okay to do, so he walked in on me. Maybe he joined. What the hell? I don't know. Like, I got questions. Now, if it was against y'all's rules and you hid this guy and he didn't know you were talking to anybody and he was being all faithful and stuff, then yeah, he feels like he got cheated on and you gotta go. And that was your own damn fault.
Mm-hmm. Well, you know.
Again, this ties right back into the last one. If y'all had a talk
Oh my
heard a conversation,
ugh, ugh.
we will say yes to so much shit if you just ask.
That's true. That is so true. But look at it like, well, okay, well, when you and I first saw this, well, when I showed you the letter, you was like, wait a minute. But the thing is that okay, now, fellas, I know you're not gonna like me for this, but I have to be honest with you. Set your ground rules if you're gonna be that freaky.
Thank you.
You
Say it again for the people in the back.
set your ground rules if you're going to be that freaky. Because now, me personally, now this is me, Arbor. You know what I said. I'm gonna tell everybody what I said. First of all, if you agree to a scenario of this kind, there is no telling what you could allow to come in. Now, be a segue into physically doing something because this develops an emotional attachment. You've been talking to this guy for 2 months. Now, I'm assuming that your dude didn't know that y'all was talking. Maybe he thought that y'all was talking to somebody together. But since before the pandemic, y'all was supposed to do something else or whatever. But what happens is that you were not clear to her what she could and could not do. And so, listen, this is what I say, y'all. No. If you blur the lines, don't get mad if nobody sees them. If you blur them, don't get mad nobody don't see them. Period.
And I know this is a problem in my world of clear communication. I like you to tell me, yes, this is what I want.
Mm-hmm.
I need that. I need that clarification. I'm going to ask you 1,800 different ways to get you to say, yes, this is what I want because, well, I did it. So shouldn't that mean I wanted it?
Mm-hmm.
No. That doesn't mean you want it. That means you did it. You could have been pissed off about doing it. You could have done it out of obligation. You could have done it this one time, but don't want to do it again. Like, I need to know that this is what you want. Don't blur the lines for me. I need black and white. Because I have to act on that.
See, I'm the type of person, and I know that this is so wrong. I know because my Aquarius side kicks in really quickly, but we're already free spirits. And so you need to be concerned about me having the rules because I bend, break, and push the limits. That's me. That's what I do. However, can I say this, Arbor? I'm just being honest. What I would have done in this scenario, if I would have caught you doing something like that, I ain't gonna get mad at you. I'm joining in.
Thank you. But see, and this is where the Scorpio side comes out in me. You can bend, break, and all that with the rules, but my boundary of rules are so fucking far gone that you're gonna have to try real hard and you're gonna question your life and have to pray about it. Cause I mean,
come on. Ding, 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 ding.
Right. So what is the problem having a conversation going, hey, is this scenario okay? Are we doing this? Have these conversations. And this is about that firm foundation. And this is why, let's just be honest. When you look in people in the lifestyle, in the swingers lifestyle and all of that, they're older, established white people. and I won't even say I haven't experienced a lot of Black people that have been long-term lifestylers, um, but just in coaching and talking to people, and then working in the music industry, a lot of stuff gets exposed. But they have immaculate communication. Some of them have it down to looks, hand signals, nods. They have this in-depth communication to where they can communicate during any scenario and at all times. And if
Walter said he can't do threesomes. Now,
I don't want him to disappoint two people, that's not nice.
I don't indulge in those kind of
You'll
behavior.
catch that tomorrow.
Walter said I just got child support. High five, Walter. High five, bro.
Hey, Titan.
Wait a minute. Okay, so did she cheat? Did she cheat?
It depends on their rules. It depends on the rules. If he didn't clarify, if they did not have any clarifying statements, then chalk that up to that pissed me off. Let's set some rules and go forward. But if there were some clear rules in there and she violated that, that's her own fault. Kick rocks.
Now I sent a reply back to see if she would say something back to me. I did not get a reply. So hopefully, Candace, you're watching, and we definitely can talk about this some more, because one of these days we're gonna get one of these writers to call in or something. We're gonna talk about this thing. But I don't think she cheated. And just like you said, Arbor, the rules were not established. But let me tell you something. Don't put yourself in circumstances in which you're not ready for the consequences. If you step in quicksand, if there's nobody there to pull you out, you will sink. Period. Me personally, if there's a first of all, she said Facebook group. Ain't no telling what the hell is going on Facebook. It's a whole lot of shit on Facebook.
Right.
There's no telling what you're getting yourself involved in. No telling who you are indulging yourself in or becoming connected virtually to. And so,
that's a part of that communication. I need you to give me a black and white answer. I need you to say, yes, you can talk to other people alone, or no, we need to have this done only as a couple. I need to know exactly what it is, because when you don't give me an answer and I start behaving in a way that you don't like, that is not my fucking problem.
It ain't my fault. It ain't my fault. Did I do that? It ain't my fault. And then too, but check this out. In addition to what you're saying, is I in my brain, I'm trying to imagine this and visualize. But if she secretly had to do this, then I'm sure that their entanglement or this triangle that they're doing probably involved another woman. And possibly it may have been something she may have been into, but maybe she found another outlet so she could be.
But whose idea was it to be this adventurous? Because sometimes guys want to have a threesome and be like, baby, let's be adventurous, and then they get mad because she gets a dude, because they weren't expecting the dude. They just thought that they were gonna get another girl.
She said, my boyfriend of 4 years. So they've been together 4 years, y'all. And I have been talking about being more sexually adventurous. And earlier, we joined this Facebook group that catered to couples of free and open pleasures.
So they were in there to learn and look around and see what people are doing. But again, you could be adventurous by getting a swing. You could be adventurous by adding new toys. You could be adventurous by finding different spots to go and have sex at. You can get a Kama Sutra book. Have you heard of, I can give you a myriad of things. Do you understand that there's a mental mind trick? And I know as a life coach, that where you can touch a certain part of the body and it triggers different emotions, different feelings.
Right.
When it comes to sex, you can train that person's body to respond to words. So when he says, come for me, she comes regardless. There's a ton of shit you can do to be adventurous. You don't have to add more people to it. So why were you adding more people?
Oh, I hope she replied back. Candace, if you're watching, please say something back to me. I sent you a reply. Say something to me because we got questions. We need
have tons of questions. I need to know.
We need to know. And you know,
we need to give you some other stuff to do so the next time, either with him or with your new boo, you can be adventurous without the trouble.
And let me tell you something. You know, there's nothing wrong with people being sexually fluid, or being, what they call bisexual nowadays, in your fluidity, because a lot of people, they've been doing this shit for years. How many times have you run across DL this, DL that? My wife messing with her best friend, or my dude sneaking off with his dude. I mean, and I caught him over here, and all of this.
Got time for that?
All these scenarios that are coming into fruition, we might as well understand and get ready for the fact that there are people out there swinging both ways, and they swing both ways, sometimes more so to the left than the right. But when they want to get their itch to the right, they're gonna get their itch to the right.
That part.
And so you have to be honest about the person that you with. If you're a person that you know that's fluid, don't hide that from that other person. Tell them what you like. It's okay. If they don't like you for what you like, they're not the one for you. But don't be putting yourself in situations. Now you got this young lady been with this dude for 4 years. He gonna put her out because she was playing with herself online with another dude. And of course, there ain't too much you can do because you can play with this, you can play with that. You can't suck on nothing. I mean,
would he be mad if it had been porn?
Huh?
Would he be mad if it had been porn?
Exactly. Like Pornhub, xvideos.com, Facebook, Instagram. I mean, it's so much out. Twitter. Oh my God, let's not even talk about Twitter.
Twitter's dirty.
Is Twitter dirty? Oh, I got a couple of groups to send to you.
I don't know Twitter like that. I heard Snapchat was dirty.
Twitter off the chain, because Twitter is about free speech for everything and everybody, as long as you don't have misinformation. If you don't have misinformation, Twitter let you get away with it. Facebook, Instagram, they may put the hammer down, but Twitter, oh, you do whatever you want, dude. Free reign.
Oh my goodness.
And so some of these,
I might have to look at Twitter. I can get some cool sexually ratchet, spiritually ratchet.
Oh, I'm going to send you a couple of groups for Twitter.
We gonna have some stuff to talk about.
Because listen, it's the world right now. Not only are we in a pandemic, but unfortunately, a lot more people are horny. A lot more people are vulnerable. A lot more people are starting to see themselves.
A lot more people are stuck at home with their spouse that they hadn't been fucking, and they can't get to the ones that were their outlet because they had something outside the house. So now you finding out that he really like 2 fingers in while you do this, and you're questioning life.
Is it okay to come out now? I'm just saying, but you're absolutely correct. Y'all, shit. I just want to know if dude would have tripped if it was another chick, though.
Oh, that's a good question.
I want to know if it was another lady that was.
What if he saw the guy on video and he had a bigger penis? So that's why he was mad.
Good question. Now, because you are now, some of us we got.
Or if they were a different color, size complex. If he was a different color, because what if it was a white couple and it was a black man? And that could be an issue.
Oh, did I tell you that?
Questions.
Did I tell you that earlier of the scenario I had? Oh no, I was telling my cousin this earlier. I talked to my cousin. We reconnected for the first time in about 20 years. Been a long time.
I said congratulations.
Yeah, thank you. Hadn't talked to him in years. and we had a conversation about he had a manager that was this color, not this
Mhm.
color,
Mhm.
and his manager didn't like black men because his wife left him for one,
Or
and
black.
he wanted to know why. And she said because he have a lot more to deal with than you do. Now, I'm not saying that's for every person this color.
Well, I'm gonna say this. Um, I was married and with for not just married but dated for probably 15 years. The stigma is not accurate.
Right? I get that. Just like whether just like Katie is not the best one to give fellatio. I got a thing for
The
ginger snaps.
exclusive
I got a
club.
thing for ginger snaps. I can't help it. I got a thing for ginger snaps. I can't. I don't know what that is. I just don't know what that is. I have a
But
thing for ginger snaps.
hey, I'm just saying nobody has cornered the market on anything. Everybody is a little bit of something.
Hmm.
Some people are just more blessed than others. Hey, let's just call a spade a spade. God loves them too, but he, just because technically there is only one race, the human race, because we are all
Right.
the same. We just have more melanin. They just don't have enough. Mm,
Hmm. Okay, so Aubrey, let me ask you a question about them because okay, you and I both we have interracially dated. I have before. Now, seriously,
I have a
uh,
biracial son, so
you
I'm
know,
here.
now y'all know how some of our black women are. Yeah, so there are black women on here tonight. There are some black men on here tonight. The ladies have said many times. I've heard my mama say it. I sure hope she don't come out of here cussing me out. But you don't bring her home if she can't use my comb. You hear that constantly in your mind, especially for guys. You hear
I
that.
never heard that.
You never. Oh yes. Don't
When
bring her
I
home.
when I brought my first black man, who ended up being my husband, my second husband, because I did this twice. I was not smart. Um, they were like, he's black, right? This Negro is 6'3", 6'4", 300 pounds. I think I noticed that he's a little darker than what I'm used to. But
well,
he also only dated white women or non-black women because he dated other ethnicities prior to me. So both of our families were looking at us stupid, going, "But he black, she's black. Like, what are y'all doing?" It was hilarious, and obviously we did the wrong thing. But
like my ex-girlfriend was very light skinned. She was black, but she was light skinned, and I brought anyone that was not of our ethnicity, I never brought home because bringing her home I was afraid of the consequences that would happen, like
why
my
was there going
grandma.
to be consequences, though? That's what I don't understand because I was never raised to understand. I was never raised that way, so I don't understand why there would be consequences.
Because when you're like my grandma was very very traditional, very old school. You don't. She just didn't do this. My grandma was born in the 20s. God rest her soul. She didn't. There's this thing that she just didn't do. She didn't like white doctors. She put up with it.
No,
She
my
just did not do that.
my grandma was born in 1914,
Hmm.
and up until the day she died, she would love on everybody. She would feed you. She would, do everything for you. But she was gonna talk about you like a dog to your face. And
Hmm.
you don't like white people. I don't want no white doctor. Like she was just because that's what she. But at the same time that she was talking noise, she was still cordial. She was still sweet. She was still helpful. Like it was so funny. And then I brought a white man home, And then I had a mixed baby, and she loved my baby, and it was just family. But my grandmother also could probably pass for white in her younger days too.
Wow. See, my grandma, she didn't cut no corners. She tell you to your face. I mean, like some things my grandmother would say, I would be embarrassed. Like I would be like, oh my God, let me get you out of here before she says something like really, really bad. Like so my ex-girlfriend was very light skinned. She wasn't this color, but she was fair.
Mm-hmm.
And my grandmama, looked and she say, come
I'm
here.
missing my gummy bears.
She was like, come here. I said, yes, ma'am. She was like, what is she? I said, what you talking about, grandmama? What do you mean, baby? I think she's sitting right here.
She's really high yellow. She needed to know what she was before she was.
She's like, I don't give a damn what she said. Who is this? Well, this is XYZ. XYZ is my grandmother. I don't like her. Straight up to the face. I don't like her. And I'm like, well, grandma, why? So it's like, of course, now my ex at the time, she was like, oh, your grandma don't like me. Your family don't like me. I don't know what I'm going to do. Don't worry about that. I'll work on that. Took her home. Came back, grandma, what's going on? Why you don't like her? Number one, she ain't dark enough. But granny, you can't help a person's complexion, okay? And then the weirdest thing she will say, she wear bangs, and I don't trust a woman that hide her eyes. And I, as a man with gray hair all in his head, appreciate that lesson. Because if a person cannot look you in the eye, it doesn't mean that they're not good, but to me, I may think that you're trying to keep me from seeing something. The eyes are the window to the soul, and if you are dealing with someone and reading their body language, we talk about body language in life coaching a lot. You can, when you are explaining certain things or you asking certain questions, and it trigger an emotion, depending on how that person behaves or act, you definitely got to have eye contact with them.
80% of our communication is nonverbal.
And so she was like, she hides her eyes. Now her bangs were like down to here, kind of. It was back in the day. So they come in hair and French rolls and shit with a tail hanging down.
Oh, good Lord.
Come right there. My granny, she didn't play that. It was like, no, I don't know, but take her back where you got her from, or take her back where you bought her from, and get a refund.
Oh.
I was like, okay. So
didn't play no games.
So no, she did not, and like my mom ain't far behind. My mom's respectful. I mean, very respectful. My mom loves, whoever we love.
Right.
But it's like, about that one. And
have you noticed that there's nobody that pleases your parents? Like I could bring in Barack Obama and she would have a problem with him. Like she, it don't matter. Denzel, well, he did that one movie that one time.
Do you remember? Let me tell you, when black folks start tripping out for real is when Wesley Snipes did Jungle Fever.
Oh Lord!
Do you remember Jungle Fever?
I do.
That was a great movie. It really was a good movie. But because of the paleness in her skin and compared to how dark he is, that was something that was way off limits to a lot of people. It caught people off guard. And then people, will say, "Oh, you got that jungle fever."
Oh, trust me, I heard it all the time. Oh, she got jungle fever.
And so it's just like, to me, I don't care. Love for your love. To me, I've always been that way. But some old schools is like, we don't mix and mingle like that, but we don't do that. And to me personally, I just say the heart is bigger than color. I always have.
They all do it. They just don't bring them all home.
Ding, 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 ding.
Let's just be honest and be straight about this. They all do it. Not everybody's acceptable to go home.
But them Puerto Ricans? Ooh. Oh, I'm sorry. I had a flashback. I'm back. Oh, but we've been on for an hour 10. and I think we had some really cool conversations. I'm gonna see. I'm gonna beg. I'm not gonna beg. I'm gonna bother the shit out of Candace because we got questions, and I'm going to. We need to put together a list of questions and see if she
Oh
emails
my
us.
God, I'm there for it.
And we're gonna talk about this. Our next show. They said today's September 3rd. If y'all don't know what September 3rd is, this is the last day to pay y'all rent. Go ahead and have y'all rent in, y'all people. I
I
don't want to hear
wasn't
no shit.
ready
And
for
don't
that
call
one.
me if you late on your rent because I ain't paying no late fees and I ain't helping nobody out. But let me see. Next time we'll be September 17th. That is Thursday after next because we are now every other Thursday. And because listen, like I say, Arbra has created her own podcast. It is called Spiritually Ratchet that will air first episode Sunday at 9 o'clock Central Standard Time. If you have
9
not,
p.m. 9 p.m. We're gonna
9
let the holy
p.m.
get out of you.
Yeah, we're gonna let y'all get out the spirit and hopefully y'all ain't got coronavirus by the time y'all leave y'all churches. But
You will be there with me, so will Miss Shimmy, and I got a couple of special guests too.
oh damn, I ain't got that much to drink. Y'all
Just bring on some
Aubrey,
friends.
y'all Aubrey's a mess. Y'all see how she chewing? That should indicate that she got something up her sleeve.
So I have a very diverse group of people, and we're going from spiritual to I could be spiritual to ratchet. Like
So now
I got everybody.
I just want to get just a little bit of a spoiler alert, just a smidget.
Hmm.
I heard you were going to be playing gospel music. Can I put in a request, please?
I have my list.
You got your
Okay.
list? Damn.
Yes.
I need to
What
write
do you want?
that request.
Let me hear it. Which one?
I would like to hear. Um, Let me see. Let me see. Well, I am a huge Clark Sisters fan. I
Mhm.
love the Clark
Oh
Sisters.
Lord Jesus.
I love the Clark Sisters. I think that if you play Blessed and Highly Favored, I'd be like honored. Like if you played that. I love everything they do, but that's a song that's really, really popular. Or
Send me send
um,
me a list.
I could do that. I could do that.
This
Brian,
Negro said to play WAP,
UGK and Too
UGK,
Short.
and Too Short. I am not. I am not. And we are not discussing what the actual show is about. They have to go and find it by finding the page and looking at the promos because it's on the promo what the show is about. Here's
Okay. Tell them how to find the page, Arbor. Tell them
all
how
right,
to
so you can find us on all social media platforms at The Spiritually Ratchet, or you can email me at thespirituallyratchet@gmail.com. Let's see, I got a playlist.
Brian said worship and praise. That wop,
Hey, that is WAP.
that wop, that wop. Got that wop. That wop.
We don't own the rights to the music. I'm not gonna own the rights to the music on Sunday either, but this is what we gonna do.
Back with the remix. These boys all my sons like Phoenix. My city and state never ever seen this. I'm a neutron, I'm a young boy genius. On a full time, I'ma give it that penis. When it's just done, I'ma fill up arenas. Ooh, like over the rain. Shoot my shot, I'm still with the demons. Ooh, I keep it calm. I got my calling me proud. I'm in the player like
Or
Brown. When I'm back home, they keep me
we can switch it up.
Lean to the
I
left, lean to the
got some other stuff that
right.
I've got some other stuff that I've picked out. Let's see, where is it
Brian
at?
is not liking your song selection. I'm telling you, Brian say ratchet.
That was Ratchet. I'm trying to break them in because
Spiritually ratchet.
this is the longest intro ever. That's the one thing about.
What song is that? Oh, okay. Now I have to kind of agree with Brian just a little bit. Go on, throw some UGK in there. Now that's I love UGK. I mean that.
Okay. Well, how
I
about
love
this?
Detroit. But UGK.
Send me some songs. Oh my God, he didn't put the YouTube video in there. You gonna make me call you by your other name?
Oh my god! Oh my god!
Send me some music and we'll have a discussion. I can't click the link now, dude.
Let me see. Let me see. Will it let us click it? It won't let us click it from here. B. Not from here. It won't let us. It won't let us click it. I can only hide it in short.
Oh, you know what? Let me be smarter than what I'm working with. And
He says it's perfect for your
it's
ratchet.
perfect for your ratchet. Okay. Let me. Are you calling me ratchet right now, dear? I just need to know.
Mm. Let me
All right,
see.
let's see. There. Well, let me click it. Okay, let me click it. I can't stand you.
Oh Lord, slip my throat right now. That song right there.
You hadn't heard this? Yes, that's definitely.
Okay, but you know what, Arbor? Let me go and give y'all my favorite UGK song while we're on here real quick. And since we've been playing around with this StreamYard, here's my favorite UGK song. We don't own the rights to this music. We just doing this shit because we are entertaining you. But here is my favorite UGK song. Y'all already know what it is. This is my song. Here we go.
Classy bougie ratchet.
Let me see it. Let me see it. That song makes me dance every time.
Yo.
And the hoes that we ain't done, from the ones that fuck for shrimp to the ones that fuck for cum. If you ain't finna fuck them, then you ain't finna fuck gun. Got some hoes from the hood that live to keep it live.
Okay. Woo.
Send me some song requests,
Woo.
and not all of them can be dirty. I
Woo.
need some spiritual songs, I need some ratchet songs, and then I need some spiritually ratchet songs. I need to find a good mix in there. He done got hot in here. Where my fan at?
That's my song. UGK is I love UGK. I like you can't like rap without liking UGK. That's like no way. UGK, Tupac, Biggie, I mean Southside Boys. I mean it's this
And
is
they messed around and gave me Apple Music free with my phone because I switched plans. So I'm gonna have all the music.
Thank you so much, T-Mobile and Sprint, for merging and making my cellular device life a living hell.
Go to
Thank
Verizon. I got Apple, I got Disney, I got Hulu, and I got Netflix all together. Or not Netflix, but ESPN.
Do I need to switch up? I need to switch providers or some stuff?
Verizon is amazing. They're expensive. They're expensive, but they are amazing. I don't.
Yeah, I've been
I
with
had that
T-Mobile
glitchy,
like
a few days without phone service, depending on if you lean the wrong way. Like, see, we didn't have none of that. That's why we were mad at y'all, thinking y'all were avoiding our phone calls because y'all didn't have service.
let me tell
I
you.
had a whole attitude that day.
I've been with T-Mobile what 12, 13 years. Only thing I did was switch my phone number. I'm grandfathered into one of their old plans, so all I pay is like $50 a month, like 55 a month, $5 a month, like 4 lines.
He talking about he got Metro. He already said he can't do threesomes, and I said we didn't want him to disappoint two people. Now he talking about Metro PCS. Like, just no, sir.
Wait a minute, and he just got child support.
That was why he was on Metro. He gonna upgrade now. Take that child support money and get you some real service. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. But y'all know I ain't shit. By the way, I'm on Ain't Shit tomorrow at 5:00.
We ain't shit. Ain't shit. It is a podcast called We Ain't Shit, ain't it?
We're the Ain't Shit crew.
The Ain't Shit crew.
We are the shit until we get into some shit, and then we with the shits, but you know.
Mm-hmm. Let me tell you, I ain't shit because I can. No. I'm the shit because I can't shit when I know that I ain't shit because I am the shit.
That part.
Boom. Well, Arbor, it's been great. We've had a wonderful time. I can't wait for Sunday. Sunday is going to be off the chain. Sunday is going to be off the chain. I cannot wait.
It's so extra, and I have like 35 banners that I'm going to be streaming.
Stream them and then send them to me so I can play them, on MTG. So
no, the little banners that scroll across the bottom. I said the little banners that scroll across the bottom.
Yeah. Oh yeah. I forgot about them. We've been talking. I ain't even put up that it was season 4, Mash the Gas. Thank you so much, everybody. Share the broadcast. We appreciate you sharing the broadcast.
He's like, let me go through these real quick.
Yeah, go ahead and send us a cash app at $ Mash the Gas. Yeah, it do work. We really
do need to do that. I need to go get me a cash app for Spiritually Ratchet. I'm gonna do that tomorrow.
Yes, get your cash app for Spiritually Ratchet. Also, again, check us out.
I need to get an OnlyFans for Spiritually Ratchet. Like, what would I put on
OnlyFans?
I still need somebody to tell me how to do it. How do we do it?
Okay, I'm gonna research it because we need OnlyFans for Master Gas because I have a couple Blanche Devereaux stories that I have yet to tell.
So are we gonna do like a podcast on?
We have to do like a podcast and then like show a more explicit examples of what we're talking about. Oh, I love it.
You so ratchet.
Huh?
You ain't shit. I said you so ratchet. You ain't
shit. You
Look.
ain't shit.
You said, wait, what? Maybe I didn't do it.
You know what? It's this conversation because I ain't no.
I didn't. I'm innocent. I swear.
Until proven guilty. Everybody, listen. Check us out. Of course, I gave you guys a menu or whatever case it is.
I'm kind of happy that he showed up at the end.
Now, see, that will prompt people to watch the damn replay, and we appreciate that. Share this broadcast, everybody. Again, thank you for your continued support and all that good stuff. Again, check us out on Google Play, Apple Podcasts, and Spotify. We're definitely on that. We appreciate you watching, just going through everything. We are live on YouTube. Please go and hit subscribe because I'm supposed to try to hurry up and end this show for somebody to get their ass in trouble. So, yeah. So, yeah.
Don't call me anime for nothing.
Oh, something on my mind. Can somebody please tell me what's wrong?
Get off the screen.
I got. Thank you so much, everybody, for watching. We really do. I'm gonna click Arbor ass out there because Arbor gonna get in trouble. Because listen, Ike is watching. I ain't responsible. It ain't my fault, Ike. That's all I'm gonna say. It ain't my fault.
Yes, it is.
So anyway, we're gonna see y'all later. Thank you so much for watching. We appreciate that.
Bye, guys. I'll see you on Sunday.
We'll see you guys on Sunday. I will see you Sunday, Arbor. I am ready. I can't wait to do this. Again, Spiritually Ratchet, guys, this Sunday night at 9:00 p.m. Central Standard Time. We're going to be on live and in living color. I definitely make sure I share it to you guys. Master Gas, so you guys can definitely see us. We appreciate you. We love you. God bless. We'll see you soon.